And we are back with my favorite part, the most relaxing part of my Friday. You know what's coming, don't you? We're going to talk about natural healing and holistic healing and mental health and support with our good friend, the founder of Sumantra Holistic, Miss Emilia Yonge. Emilia, how's your Friday going?
It's been busy, but good. I'm enjoying it.
You know, I've heard people say busy is a good problem to have.
Yes.
Okay.
It is.
Good, very good, very good. Now, there was a topic we were just talking about, and I wanted to spend a little bit of time discussing this today because, as we know, we've been talking about it earlier today and last show, it's rodeo time.
Yes.
And people are enjoying themselves, not too heavy on the cotton candy, guys. Take it easy. But turkey legs, knock yourself out. Anyway, people are at the rodeo site. They're at NRG Stadium, NRG Park, walking around indoors in NRG Center, and they're walking around in the food courts, and then they're walking to the exhibits, and they're walking and watching the mutton busting, and then they're walking all the way over here for some of the sales booths inside the exhibit hall, and then they're walking, and you're kind of picking up on the comment that they're walking and walking and walking and yes, it sounds repetitive, but you know what? At the end of a busy day, you know, I saw a social media post from a friend of mine recently who said that she had just gotten done spending 18 hours on her feet, walking around at the rodeo, different events, and happens to be on one of the boards or something like that, one of the committees. How in the world does somebody spend that much time walking all over the place without hip pain, leg pain, knees, joints, back pain, foot? This is your specialty.
Right.
In helping people to heal and restore comfort and energy. How do you do that? How would you work with someone coming in saying, oh my gosh, I spent the last 2 days doing nothing but walking around at the rodeo. Emilia, I'm in so much pain. Can you help me?
Yes, actually, there are particular techniques that can be that I can use to help minimize pain. For example, there is a healing touch technique called pain drain.
Pain
Yes.
drain.
Yes, and it does exactly what it says. It drains your pain.
How about that?
So there are particular techniques, and that's just one among many. But also just in general, what I do on a general basis when someone comes to see me is, first of all, to assess their energy field. So by doing that, I can see what condition their overall energy field is like. And then as I can also scan closer to the body and see if there's any particular issues that would be related to the physical body, for example. And then I can also assess their energy centers, which is sometimes called or referred to as chakras, to see if those centers are functioning properly.
Chakras, centers, energy centers. Of course, we in the Star Trek world refer to that as a person's quantum signature.
Yes.
So what I'm hearing, the first step is to make an assessment, a diagnosis, if you like, to assess where their energy is now. And I know of your wonderful techniques for helping to rebalance, redistribute some of those body energies. And the pain drain, I'm going to need to schedule a session and find out about this pain drain. Now, I know, Emilia, that you also do quite a bit of work with healing and sort of restorative treatments using essential oils.
Yes.
I've been meaning to ask you about that. Can you give me maybe a couple of examples of situations or concerns that you've been able to treat, and maybe some of the oils that you've used over the years?
Yes. One of my favorite things, one of my favorite techniques actually is called mind clearing. And you have actually experienced that, and it helped you to regain clarity. And that is also the same technique used to help students studying for their nursing exams to do well on their exams. So what I do is I combine the mind clearing technique with an essential oil, such as, for example, balance or even On Guard. That's from the doTERRA line.
Okay, and those are blended oil,
Blends, yes.
different essential blends in, say, a carrier
Yes,
oil?
yeah.
Okay.
And so and I can also, of course, use single oils like wild orange is actually favorite. It
that
makes people
smells
happy.
nice. Sounds nice.
So anyway, so I put some oils on their hands and have them rub their hands and smell it, and you know, immediately the energy changes.
Oh, that's
so I never
interesting.
give them the essential oil when I'm just assessing their field, because it will just change
Yes.
and I won't see what's going on with them,
Right.
right? So anyway, so I let them breathe that in, and I also do the same for myself. And then when I do the technique, I've got the oils on my hands. So that's one thing that I do. And another thing that is very interesting is I have a client who is she is a teenager on the spectrum, and she has a hard time just relaxing. So I did some energy healing work on her at first, but she's too sensitive, and she was just still very
Agitated, yeah.
Yes. So what I did was I decided to just give her not really a foot rub, but you know, I just focused on her feet, and I made sure that I was touching her feet, and I rubbed oil on her feet. And there's this particular one that is very good for anxiety, which was what she has. And so I used that oil, and I just rubbed it on her feet, and immediately, boom, she was like relaxed.
We
it was amazing.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely need
And
to
her
hear
mother
more.
was very, very happy
Oh,
because she's tried
see.
everything.
how this can make a difference in families.
does.
I definitely want to hear more about essential oils and some of the pain treatments. I'm so looking forward to our conversation next week
Yes.
as well. Thank you again so much for joining us, Emilia. Sumantra Holistic. We can reach you, sumantraholistic@gmail.com. And
Best way is my cell phone, 832-477-0407. Just text me.
very good. Thanks again, Emilia. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Thank you. And we'll be right back.